When you grow old, do this, and people will respect you immediately. As you grow older, respect is something you should naturally receive, but it often requires deliberate action to maintain and command it. Aging doesn't mean fading into the background. It's an opportunity to live with dignity, wisdom, and grace while ensuring others treat you with the respect you deserve. In this guide, we'll explore actionable strategies for older adults, especially those aged 65 and above, to immediately earn the respect of family, friends, and the wider community. Whether you're dealing with younger generations, social circles, or even casual encounters, these tips will empower you to stand tall and remain a respected presence in every interaction. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Speak and carry yourself with confidence. Confidence is not just a trait, it's a statement you make to the world about your worth, your value, and your place in it. As we age, the temptation to fade into the background can feel overwhelming. Perhaps you feel younger voices dominate conversations, or maybe you sense the subtle shifts in how people treat you. However, your presence, your voice, has as much significance now as it ever did. Carrying yourself with confidence is about reclaiming that significance and projecting it to those around you. Start with your posture. The way you hold yourself tells a story before you even say a word. Stand tall with your shoulders back and your head high. Avoid the instinct to hunch forward or lower your gaze. These unconscious habits can signal to others and yourself that you are retreating. Instead, embrace your physical space as though it belongs to you, because it does. When you walk into a room, let your body language announce your arrival with quiet assurance. Eye contact is a profound yet simple act of connection. When speaking to someone, hold their gaze, not with intimidation, but with warmth and steadiness. Looking someone in the eye communicates that you are present, engaged, and unafraid. It says, "I see you, and I expect to be seen in return." Avoid letting your eyes wander or looking down. It can unintentionally signal doubt or hesitation, which are far from how you want to be perceived. When you speak, let your words carry weight. Speak slowly and deliberately, choosing your words with care. There's no need to rush to fill silence. Pauses can be powerful, giving your audience time to absorb what you've said. Your voice doesn't need to be loud to command attention, but it should be steady and firm. A trembling or hurried tone can undermine your message, while a calm and measured voice exudes confidence and authority. Confidence is also reflected in how you handle your presence in a group. Whether at a family gathering, a social event, or a casual conversation, don't shrink away from participating. Share your thoughts, tell a story, or offer your perspective. Your years of experience have given you insights that others can benefit from, but they'll only hear them if you make the effort to speak up. Remember, your voice carries wisdom, and the world needs more of it. However, confidence isn't just about external actions. It starts with how you feel about yourself. Take time to acknowledge your own worth. Reflect on the life you've lived, the challenges you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned. These are your credentials, and they are far more impressive than any degree or title. When you recognize your value, others will see it too. Finally, confidence doesn't mean perfection. It's okay to stumble over your words or feel unsure at times. What matters is how you recover. Laugh at your mistakes, stay composed, and move forward without apology. Confidence isn't about never falling. It's about standing up again with grace and determination. Speaking and carrying yourself with confidence isn't just a way to gain respect. It's a way to honor yourself. It reminds others, and perhaps even yourself, that age is not a limitation but a testament to a life well lived. When you embody confidence, you become a beacon for those around you, showing that respect isn't something you seek. It's something you command by simply being true to yourself. 2. Address disrespect immediately but calmly. Disrespect can come in many forms: an offhand comment, an interruption, or a dismissive tone. As you grow older, moments like these can sting a little more deeply, especially if they come from people you care about or those you've dedicated time to. But respect is not something you beg for or chase after. It is something you command through your actions, your composure, and your ability to stand tall even in the face of unkindness. When you experience disrespect, your first instinct might be to react emotionally. Perhaps anger rises to the surface, or you feel the pang of hurt that comes with being dismissed. But these immediate reactions, while natural, rarely achieve the outcome you want. Respect is not earned through anger or defensiveness, it is earned through poise and self assurance. The next time someone interrupts you or speaks over you, pause. In that moment of silence, you reclaim control of the situation. By pausing instead of reacting, you send a message that you are not easily rattled, that you are fully present, and that you expect to be heard. When you do speak, do so calmly but firmly. A simple statement like, "I'd like to finish what I was saying," or "Please let me complete my thought," is enough to reassert your place in the conversation. These words are not confrontational. They are a clear reminder that you value yourself and your voice. Your tone matters just as much as your words. A steady, composed tone carries an authority that no raised voice ever could. When you speak calmly, it disarms the other person, leaving no room for escalation or argument. It shows that you are in control, not just of the situation, but of yourself. This kind of self control is a cornerstone of respect. It shows others that you cannot be provoked into losing your dignity. Disrespectful behavior can sometimes stem from ignorance rather than malice. A younger person may not realize that interrupting or dismissing you feels disrespectful. In these cases, your calm response becomes a teaching moment. By addressing the behavior without anger, you show them how to treat others with respect, not just you, but everyone. You become an example of grace under pressure, a role model for how to navigate difficult interactions with integrity. There may also be times when the disrespect is intentional. In these moments, it can feel tempting to retreat, to avoid conflict, or to let it slide. But tolerating disrespect only encourages it to continue. Addressing it immediately, even in small ways, is an act of self respect. It says, "I see what you're doing and I won't allow it." It's not about making the other person feel small. It's about making it clear that you refuse to be made small yourself. Addressing disrespect is not always easy, especially when it comes from people you care about. It may feel uncomfortable to call out a family member or friend, but doing so is an act of love. Love for yourself and for the relationship. When you calmly confront disrespect, you open the door for better communication and mutual understanding. You set the standard for how you expect to be treated, and in doing so, you teach others how to rise to meet that standard. Ultimately, addressing disrespect is about honoring your own worth. It's about standing firm in the knowledge that your voice matters, your presence matters, and your dignity is non negotiable. When you address disrespect calmly and immediately, you show the world that respect begins with how you choose to carry yourself. And in doing so, you inspire others to treat you and themselves with the respect you so rightfully deserve. 3. Share your wisdom in meaningful ways. There is a quiet power in a life well lived, a depth of wisdom that comes only from the experiences, triumphs, and challenges that shape us over decades. As you grow older, you hold the kind of knowledge that cannot be found in books or online. It's earned, deeply personal, and incredibly valuable. But wisdom isn't truly powerful unless it is shared, and how you share it determines whether it inspires respect or simply goes unheard. Share your wisdom meaningfully. Begin by recognizing its worth. The stories you carry, the lessons learned, the mistakes made, the joys and losses are treasures. Yet, these treasures are best shared not as instructions or lectures, but as invitations to reflect. Instead of telling someone what they should do, tell them about a time when you faced a similar choice. Frame your advice as a story, one that allows the listener to draw their own insights. For example, rather than saying, "You need to be patient," you might share, "I remember when I was raising my children, patience didn't come easily to me, but I learned that rushing things often led to mistakes. Taking a moment to breathe made all the difference." Stories resonate because they feel human and relatable, and they invite connection rather than resistance. Listening is just as important as sharing. Wisdom isn't a one-way street, it's a conversation. When you offer your experiences, be curious about theirs. Ask questions, show interest, and honor their perspectives, even if they differ from your own. For instance, if you're talking to a grandchild or younger family member, ask how they see the world. Times change, and their experiences may be shaped by factors you didn't face. By listening, you not only deepen your understanding, but also create a space where your wisdom is more likely to be heard and respected. It's also important to remember that wisdom is not about having all the answers. In fact, some of the most profound insights come from admitting what you don't know. When you say, "I don't have the answer, but here's what I learned along the way," you show humility and openness. These qualities make your wisdom even more impactful because they remind others that learning is a lifelong process. Sometimes, wisdom means knowing when not to share. There will be moments when younger people need to navigate their own paths, make their own mistakes, and learn from them. It can be difficult to step back when you see someone you care about heading toward a potential pitfall, but offering unsolicited advice can sometimes feel intrusive. Instead, let them know you're there if they need guidance. A simple, "If you ever want to talk about this, I'm here for you," is often enough. This approach respects their independence while leaving the door open for deeper connection. Your wisdom can also find expression beyond words. Sometimes the most powerful lessons are taught through actions. How you carry yourself, how you respond to challenges, how you treat others. All of these demonstrate your values without needing to be spoken aloud. When people see you living with integrity, kindness, and resilience, they naturally gravitate toward your guidance. Finally, don't underestimate the power of silence. There will be moments when your presence alone is enough. A comforting hand, a knowing smile, or simply sitting together in quiet understanding can convey more than any words ever could. Wisdom isn't always about what you say, it's about who you are and how you make others feel when they're with you. To share your wisdom in meaningful ways is to leave a legacy. It's not about forcing your knowledge on others, but offering it with grace, humility, and love. When you share what you've learned in a way that uplifts and connects, you not only earn respect, you pass on something far greater, the tools for others to navigate their own journeys with courage and understanding. In doing so, your wisdom becomes timeless, living on in the lives of those you've touched. 4. Turn humiliating situations to your advantage. Humiliating moments can be some of the most challenging experiences, especially when they happen publicly or come from those you care about. Whether it's a dismissive comment, a cutting joke, or a pointed remark about your age, these moments can leave you feeling vulnerable and exposed. But even in the face of humiliation, there is power to reclaim your dignity, turn the situation around, and command respect without losing your composure. The first step is resisting the urge to react immediately. Reacting out of anger or hurt often gives the other person more control over the situation. Instead, pause. A deliberate silence in the wake of a disrespectful joke or comment speaks volumes. It says that you're not shaken, that you're considering your response, and that you're in command of the moment. Once you've regained your footing, respond with calm confidence. A highly effective approach is to ask the person to repeat what they said. A simple, "I didn't catch that. Could you say it again?" forces them to revisit their words. Most people, when asked to repeat a hurtful comment, feel the weight of what they've said. The joke loses its edge, and the person is left to face the discomfort of their own actions. You've shifted the power dynamic without needing to raise your voice or defend yourself. Humor can also be a powerful tool. Responding with a lighthearted but sharp comment can diffuse tension and remind others of your wit and resilience. For example, if someone makes a remark about your age, you might say with a smile, "Well, I've earned every one of these years and I'm still ahead of the game." This kind of response shows that you're unshaken and confident, turning what could have been a moment of embarrassment into one of strength and self assurance. These moments are also an opportunity to reflect on the deeper dynamics at play. Often, hurtful jokes or comments are more about the insecurities of the person delivering them than about you. Recognizing this allows you to rise above the situation. It's not about diminishing them in return. It's about showing that their words cannot diminish you. By handling humiliating situations with grace, you set a powerful example for those around you. People will notice your ability to navigate challenges with dignity and strength, and they'll respect you more for it. These moments, though painful, become opportunities to showcase your resilience and command respect in a way that words alone cannot achieve. 5. Stay engaged and relevant. Aging does not mean stepping back from life. It's an invitation to engage with it in deeper, more meaningful ways. Staying relevant in today's fast-paced world is not just about keeping up with trends. It's about showing that your curiosity, adaptability, and passion for life remain as vibrant as ever. When you stay engaged with the world around you, you demonstrate that age is not a limitation, but a testament to a lifetime of learning and growth. Start by embracing the opportunities for connection that modern life offers. Technology, often seen as the domain of younger generations, can be a bridge rather than a barrier. Learn how to use a smartphone or engage in social media, not to mimic youth, but to connect with the loved ones and stay informed. For example, video calls can keep you close to family members who live far away, while online forums or communities centered around your interests can open doors to friendships and discussions that keep your mind sharp. Engaging with current events and cultural shifts is another way to stay relevant. Read the news, watch popular movies, or explore music that younger generations love. Not only does this broaden your horizons, but it also gives you common ground for conversations with family, friends, and even strangers. Showing interest in what matters to others demonstrates your willingness to remain connected, which earns respect and admiration. Pursuing lifelong learning is another powerful way to stay engaged. Whether it's picking up a new skill, exploring a creative passion, or diving into a subject you've always been curious about, learning keeps your mind active and your spirit youthful. Attend community classes, watch online tutorials, or join a book club. Your willingness to continue growing and evolving sends a clear message. You are not defined by your years, but by your unending curiosity. Staying engaged also means remaining active in your community. Volunteer for a cause you care about, join a local group, or participate in events that bring people together. Your presence, your voice, and your contributions remind others that you are a valuable part of the community fabric. By actively participating, you show that you are not just a spectator in life, but an active participant in shaping it. Most importantly, staying relevant is not about chasing youth. It's about embracing your unique perspective while remaining open to new ideas. It's about showing that while the world may change, your ability to adapt and contribute remains steadfast. This balance of wisdom and curiosity is deeply compelling, earning you the respect of those around you. In staying engaged and relevant, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire others to see aging not as an end, but as a beginning. You show that every stage of life has its vibrancy, its opportunities, and its purpose. And in doing so, you command respect not because you seek it, but because you embody it. 6. Walk away from disrespectful environments. There comes a time in life when the greatest act of self respect is choosing to walk away. Not all environments or relationships are worthy of your presence, and staying in places where you are consistently undervalued can drain your spirit. Walking away is not about weakness or surrender. It's a powerful declaration that you value yourself too much to tolerate disrespect. Disrespect, especially when it is persistent, can take many forms. It might be a dismissive tone from a family member, a condescending remark from a peer, or a general sense that your voice and contributions are not appreciated. These moments sting, and the natural reaction might be to fight for acknowledgement or to try harder to prove your worth. But there is a quiet strength in recognizing when your energy is better spent elsewhere. Leaving a disrespectful environment requires courage, particularly when it involves people or places you care deeply about. A longtime friend who belittles your opinions, a family member who dismisses your feelings, or a social group that takes your presence for granted can all make the decision to walk away emotionally challenging. Yet, by removing yourself from these spaces, you set a powerful boundary. You will not settle for less than the respect you deserve. Walking away is not about burning bridges. It's about choosing peace over conflict, dignity over submission, and self worth over constant justification. It's a way of telling the world and yourself that your time and energy are precious. This decision may even prompt others to reflect on their behavior. Your absence can often speak louder than your presence, making those who undervalued you realize the significance of what they've lost. In choosing to leave toxic environments, you open the door to more fulfilling connections and spaces where your value is recognized. Respect is not something you can force or demand. It's something that naturally flows in relationships and environments where mutual appreciation thrives. Walking away is not an ending, it's a beginning. It's a way of creating room for relationships and experiences that nourish your soul and honor your worth. 7. Use humor and grace to diffuse tension. In the face of negativity, humor and grace are two of the most powerful tools you can wield. They allow you to rise above conflict, turn difficult moments into opportunities for connection, and remind others and yourself that dignity and lightheartedness can coexist. Humor is not just about making others laugh. It's about showing that you are unshaken, that you can find levity even in challenging situations. When someone directs negativity or condescension toward you, the instinctive response might be defensiveness or frustration. But humor can disarm even the sharpest remarks. Imagine someone making a comment about your age, implying you're out of touch. Instead of reacting with indignation, you might smile and say, "Well, with all the experience I have, I could teach a master class on staying relevant." This kind of response not only neutralizes the negativity, but also reminds others of your confidence and wit. Humor, when used wisely, shows that you are secure in yourself. It communicates that you are not easily rattled and that you have the presence of mind to find joy even in uncomfortable moments. But humor doesn't have to come at anyone's expense. The best humor uplifts rather than tears down, and it creates a sense of connection rather than division. When used with grace, it allows you to maintain your dignity while diffusing tension. Grace, too, is essential. It's the ability to stay composed, to choose kindness over retaliation, and to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Grace doesn't mean accepting disrespect. It means addressing it with poise and self-assurance. For instance, if someone interrupts you or speaks over you, a calm but firm response like, "I'd love to hear your thoughts once I've finished mine," can both set a boundary and demonstrate your composure. Humor and grace together create a powerful combination. They show that you are not only in control of the situation, but also of yourself. You rise above negativity, refusing to let it dictate your emotions or behavior. This ability to maintain perspective and find balance in the midst of tension is deeply admirable and commands respect from those around you. By choosing humor and grace, you set an example for others. You show that life, with all its challenges, is still a stage for light, kindness, and resilience. In doing so, you not only diffuse conflict, but also inspire those around you to approach difficulties with the same strength and dignity. Respect is not something you chase, it's something you create through how you handle even the toughest moments. Conclusion: the legacy of a life well lived. As the years unfold and life shifts its pace, there is a profound opportunity to redefine what respect means and how it is earned. Respect at its core is not something demanded or imposed. It is a reflection of how you choose to live, to interact, and to carry yourself. It is born from the quiet power of self-worth, the wisdom you share, the boundaries you set, and the grace with which you navigate life's complexities. In this stage of life, you embody the culmination of decades of experiences, lessons, and growth. Your presence is a testament to resilience, and your voice carries the weight of truths earned through time. But respect begins with how you see yourself. When you honor your own value, others cannot help but follow suit. Your posture, your words, and your actions communicate to the world that you are a person who understands their worth and will not settle for anything less than dignity. The way you handle life's challenges, whether it's addressing disrespect, sharing your wisdom, or leaving toxic environments, serves as an example, not just for those around you, but for the generations that follow. Your choices teach others what it means to live with integrity and purpose, to balance confidence with humility, and to value oneself without diminishing others. Perhaps most importantly, respect is also about connection. It's about nurturing relationships built on mutual appreciation, listening as much as you speak, and staying open to the ever-changing world. It's about finding joy in the small moments, maintaining a sense of humor, and showing grace even in the face of adversity. Through these acts, you don't just command respect, you inspire it. As you move forward, remember that respect is not tied to age, it is timeless. It grows from the seeds of how you choose to show up in the world each day, how you treat yourself, and how you treat others. By embodying wisdom, strength, and kindness, you leave a legacy far greater than any material possession. You leave a blueprint for living a life that commands admiration, love, and unshakable respect. This is your time, not to fade, but to shine with the quiet brilliance of someone who has truly lived. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.